We are less than a month away from the official start to the 2022 hurricane
That's the
season.
reality, isn't it? Well, and if you live in St. Johns County, you want to double check to see that if you live in an evacuation zone, things are the same because they may have changed. The zones have just changed, we've learned about. Jessica Clark is on your side explaining that while you may not have lived in an evacuation zone before, you may not now. If it sounds confusing, just trust me. Jessica's going to straighten it all out for you.
And in intercoastal, you're going to see a little bit more of a change.
Hurricane evacuation zones just got an overhaul in St. Johns County.
Oh, but there's a lot more red along the St. Johns River.
The county's emergency management director, Joe Jamonko, walked me through the changes. The last map dates back to 2014, so before Hurricane Matthew. The red areas are typically the first areas to be evacuated.
Most likely to be affected by storm surge.
Some areas that were not in the red evacuation zone before are red now, like the area along the western shore of the Sebastian River in St. Augustine. This house flooded badly in Matthew and Irma, and the area was not red before. Now it is. And it's even west of US 1, but US 1 is no longer the evacuation dividing line.
We now into the down more granular level to see where actually storm surge could potentially go and then draw those lines accordingly.
Another change, areas that were in red evacuation zones, like most of the St. Augustine South neighborhood, are no longer in the red zone. New data accounted for the neighborhood's high elevation, an area less likely to flood.
This is more accurate than just drawing a straight line down the map.
Jamonko says the new zones are not based on history. And while the experiences with Matthew and Irma are helpful, storm surge and elevation prompted the changes. The National Hurricane Center updated its modeling and information, and
the county then looks at all that information and then draws the lines accordingly.
So why try to evacuate fewer people?
You can avoid evacuating the entire county. You're only going to evacuate the people that you actually needed to be evacuated, because you don't want people on the roads that unnecessarily.
Jessica Clark, First Coast News, on your side.